Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in his previous life as a Daily Telegraph journalist, this Prime Minister wrote, and I quote, "Devolution is causing all the strains that its opponents predicted, and in allowing the Scots to make their own laws while free riding on English taxpayers, it is simply unjust." So let me ask the Prime Minister two specific questions that need two specific answers. Firstly, does he still think that devolution in Scotland is unjust? And secondly, where does he believe full spending and decision-making powers over our NHS, education, infrastructure, economic development, culture and sport should be held? With Scotland's Parliament or with Westminster?
Hear, hear.
Obviously, Mr. Speaker, there is a very considerable, and there has been a massive devolution of powers to Scotland, and the Scottish people had the opportunity to vote for more in 2014, as he will recall, in a once-in-a-generation event, and they chose decisively to reject that, I recall, and I think that he said it was a once-in-a-generation event as well. They now have the opportunity, Mr. Speaker, to vote to support the further devolution of powers in the UK Internal Market Bill. And I hope that he will join us in the lobbies in support of that bill.
Ian Blackford.
My goodness, what nonsense. I never once talked about a once-in-a-generation, and the Prime Minister should withdraw that. As usual, Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister is all over the place. He doesn't remember what he's written. He doesn't understand his own Brexit deal, and he doesn't even know what's in the Internal Market Bill. I'll tell him. Clause 46 of this bill allows this Tory government to bypass Scotland's Parliament and take decisions on the NHS, on education, on infrastructure, on economic development, culture and sport. Mr. Speaker, a blatant power grab.
Hear, hear.
We all know that what the Tory backbenchers are saying behind closed doors. The Prime Minister's incompetent. He can't govern, and they want him away before the next election. Mr. Speaker, Scotland's legacy will be in being a fair, decent, law-abiding independent nation-state. Will the Prime Minister's legacy be leading the UK to break international law and break this failing union?
Hear, hear. Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm not quite clear from that question whether he's in favour of the union or not. I take it from his hostility to me, Mr. Speaker, that he wants to support the union. So do I. And the best thing he can do is to support the UK Internal Market Bill, which buttresses, as he knows, a surge of powers transferred to the devolved administrations in more than 70 areas. And I should just remind him that just in the recent coronavirus crisis, 5.4 billion has been transferred spent in Scotland as a result of Barnett consequentials. And I'm proud to say that 70% of the testing that has taken place in Scotland has been supported by the UK government. And I hope, for that reason, if he's a convert to the union, which I take it from his question, then that is just one of the reasons he should back it.
Well, Logan.